province to be known as Sarangani. That as expressly provided in Section 15, Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution, the state shall conserve, promote, and popularize the nation's historical and cultural heritage and resources. An explicit provision under Republic Act 7328 was ratified on November 28, 1992. The bill intends to create annual celebration in the province of Sarangani as commemorative event to give emphasis its historical importance and cultural heritage, since declaring every year a special non-working holiday in this province. So, Mr. Chair, for the recommendations of the Committee on Tourism rendered an affirmative consideration to support the passage of House Bill number 2991, entitled An Act Declaring November 28 of every year a special non-working holiday in the province of Sarangani in commemoration of its founding anniversary. Since, after an amicable contemplation of the subject matter, the committee recommends for the adoption of this committee report. Mr. Chair.
Okay, any further queries to the reporting committee? None. Yes, board member.
There is no objection to me because this is usually practices for more than 20 years ago now. And I am very happy that it was a house bill that had been created by the Honorable Roel Pilon Pacquiao, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for that, Mr. Chair. Thank you for that support. Statement of support, and Mr. Chair, if there is no...
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, board member David. Go ahead.
Is this committee report will be discussed in the second reading? There will be a second reading for this matter.
Yes.
Okay. Because I have some reservation based on my observation of the committee report that particularly in the number 5, item number 5, under Republic Act 7228 was ratified on November 28. And I remember, Mr. Chairman, that is I think that is the first election. Anyway, I will ask the presenter during the second item, during the discussion.
Yes, thank you very much for that, and that will be discussed later, Mr. Chair, in the second reading. So if there is no other questions and queries, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of this report, Mr. Chair.
If there is no objection, any objection? The motion will be adopted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
Item 3, Counter Report number 2017-9-8. Municipal Resolution number 16-14-82 SD Maasin. Adopting the Municipal Annual Investment Program CY 2017 of the Municipality of Maasin, comprising the 20% Development Fund, 5% Gender and Development Fund, 5% Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, in the total amount of 195,080,000 pesos. Committee on Appropriations.
The chair recognizes Honorable Vertical Service to render the committee. Yes, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, I forgot to move a while ago that the honorarium of Director Sir Castro be considered for the measure of the committee report that I have reported was adopted. I forgot to consider moving it to be considered in the second reading. May I ask for consideration, Honorable Chair, that this matter be considered into this second reading, considering that it was certified priority, and more so that he truly needs this financial support for his exigency of his service, Mr. Chair. I move for consideration.
Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Yes, let's proceed.
Thank you for your kindness of considering. Committee report number 2017-9. Sa sumpay ano? Balik. Oh,
900.
that's 9.
Yes.
That's 8. Pati yung system yun. Sorry. Okay. This is about the adoption of the Municipal Annual Investment Program, MAIP, of Maasin. And this is comprising the 20% development fund, 5% gender development fund, 5% local disaster risk reduction management fund, in the total amount of 195 million and 80,000 pesos. Okay. Allow me to read everyone so that everyone could base their inquiry or questioning that, considering that this is a committee review. Otherwise, there are other ideas to just read the final recommendation.
So what's the pleasure from the body? The manifestation of the reporting committee.
Mr. Chairman, we already
Yes.
time to the committee report.
Thank you that there is a manifestation that they have gone over reading it. So
Yes, please proceed.
thank you for
Mr.
that.
Chair.
In view of the above, the programs, bar projects, bar activities funded under the submitted EIP calendar year 2017 of the municipality of Maasin are consistent with the major thrust and priorities spelled out in the approved municipal comprehensive development plan, as well as the developmental trust and priorities of the province. Meaning it is consistent with law, and so therefore the favorable committee review literally submitted to the municipality of Maasin, particularly the office of the Sangguniang Bayan. I shall move for its adoption, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Item 4, Committee Report number 2017-9-1. Draft Resolution number 12-2016-88, introduced by Honorable Elmer T. De Peralta, sponsored by all board members. Resolution earnestly requesting Honorable Rogelio Davidran Pacquiao, House of Representatives, Lone District of Sarangani Province, to extend a financial assistance in the amount of 20 million pesos as an additional fund in the construction of the legislative building of Sarangani Province. Committee on Appropriations.
The chair recognizes again, board member Agasto de Commentary. Yes, let's proceed.
40 milyones. Ang hinihingi natin kay Senador, dagdag na 20 milyones. Kay Congressman Ruel Pacquiao. Alam ko walang aayaw. Dahil dito, may I proceed?
Yes, let's proceed.
Reading the final recommendation, the committee recommends for the endorsement of the draft resolution to be submitted and forwarded in the office of the congressman along its pertinent documents for perusal and proper action. I move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Yeah, board member Abbas is
It's
recognized.
only a matter of clarification. According to the statement that I have read here is requesting for an additional 20 million fund. How much is the first amount to be in asking an additional of 20 million as stated on the resolution, gentleman from Alabama?
Nabigyan po tayo ng 10. Undibag na po yun. Liban dun sa 10 na nagmumula po sa ating kaban. At sa pag-uusap po ng ating kagalang-galang na busy gobernador, napag-alaman po na mayroon pong 80 milyon na ibinigay po sa ating kagalang-galang na kongresista. At dahil po dyan, napag-usapan po nila na magbibigay uli ng 20 milyon si congressman at gusto nga po nilang madalain upang sa ganon ay maisalang dun sa kanilang projects itong taon na ito, Honorable Chair. So, the attachment being requested to support this 20 million will surely come upon receiving the actual project design of that 10 million from this province and 10 million from the office of the congressman. So pending the submission of that project design or of these two offices, hindi natin ma-forward po ito dahil kasama po yun sa requirements, Honorable Chair.
Yes.
So, may follow-up, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, let's proceed.
Waiting for the information of the body, provided this all goes to reality, we have an expectation of 110 million for the purpose of the construction of our ladies in the building. Is I correct, Mr. Chairman? And for the information of the gentleman presenter from Alabama.
Mr. Chair, did I hear right that we are expecting 110 million from the words of the honorable gentleman from ASEAN? Is that right? 110
Because
million?
it was stated according to your presentation, we have the first of 10 million from the provincial government fund. And we have second another 80 million from the congressional.
Honorable Chair, what I said a while ago is 10 million from our coffer, from our province, 10 million from Honorable Congressman. They are already on the bag. That's 20 million. And we are asking for another 20 million from Congressman. That is 20 plus 20 equals 40. When I said a while ago, Congressman Ruel Pacquiao has 80 million budget for this year. I did not say that the 80 million will go to that project. So sorry, Honorable Chair, that there is only an amount of 20 million that is on the bag, and we are requesting for additional 20 million for the congressman, and the next measure actually presented is 40 million. But 20 plus 40 is still floating in the sky, because that is requesting, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, gentleman from Malabay, for the correction of the expected amount for our legislative meeting.
Okay, there's a pending motion, rolling motion from the reporting committee chair. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. President, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Item 5, Committee Report number 2017-9-1. Resolution number 2016-136, SB Maito. Resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan the approval of the amended comprehensive land use plan and the ratification of the zoning ordinance 2011 to 2020 of the municipality of Maito without conducting public consultation. Committee on Zoning, Land Use, and Housing.
The chair recognizes Honorable Fred Basil to enter the committee report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please proceed.
My dear colleagues in the Sangguniang, may I have the pleasure and the honor to present to you our committee reports. The reports of the Committee on Land Use, on Zoning, Land Use and Housing. Together my companions, the Honorable Eduardo Caras, the Vice Chairman, and Board Member George F. Palgi, Board Member Jesse Bascuña, and Board Member Emily Absuti. Mr. Chair, if I may proceed, this pertains to Resolution number 2016-1-136, Resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan the approval of the amended Comprehensive Land Use Plan, or CLUP, and the ratification of Zoning Ordinance 2011-2020 of the Municipality of Maito without, I would like to emphasize this, without conducting public consultation. The matter was referred to the Committee on Zoning, Land Use and Housing for study, comments, recommendations, and appropriate action. The committee, through a referendum and consensus, has the findings. The following constitute the salient findings to it. The herein referred resolution had undergone technical review of the Office of the Provincial Planning and Development Coordinator. Through the Provincial Land Use Committee, I was also invited for the information of everyone, that I was also invited my person. In this particular PLUC meeting last December 21, 2016 at Caswala Hall, in this Capitol compound. And with the following observations and recommendations. Item number 1.1, that the final draft of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan 2011 to 2020 and Zoning Ordinance of the Municipality of Maito were reviewed by the PLUC of the Province of Sarangani on December 3 to 4, 2012, pursuant to the guidelines prescribed in Memorandum Circular number 2000-130 of the Department of Interior and Local Government, DILG, as embodied in Section 2 of the Executive Order number 72, Series of 1993, as well as relevant HLURB guidelines to the effect, and transmitted to the MLGU Maito with the comments and recommendations of the Committee on April 17, 2013 for final revision. Item number 2, that on February 17, 2014, CLUP and Zoning Ordinance were endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan for adoption and enactment. However, the said plan documents were not enacted due to the inclusion of an additional proposal of the Sangguniang Bayan to reclassify portions of agricultural land at Barangay Talaong and Upo from agricultural to industrial subcategory. That on December 7, 2016, the Sangguniang Bayan of Maitom submitted resolution number 2016-136 entitled the resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan the approval of the amended comprehensive land use plan and ratification of the zoning ordinance 2011 to 2020 of the municipality of Maitom without conducting public consultation for the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for consideration and appropriate action. That the PLUC found the above mentioned resolution non-compliant to the DILG and HLRB guidelines, particularly in reference to the conduct of the necessary public hearing and consultation. Though the PLUC found the preparation of the CLUP and zoning ordinance of Maitom to have undergone the proper plan formulation process and PLUC endorsement, however, it was not enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan due to the aforementioned insertion of classifying an agricultural area to industrial uses without the benefit of a proper public consultation and hearing as required. Hence, the subject plan document is considered a mere draft. For it to be finally considered for approval, it should comply with the requirements of public hearing and consultations for transparency and to guarantee the quality and acceptability of the plan and consequently success of implementation thereof. That after thorough assessment, consultation, and meetings conducted, the Provincial Land Use Committee recommends two options. Number one, possible options to facilitate approval of the subject plan documents by the SB and the SP to it. Number one, for the concerned SB to proceed with the adoption of the CLUP with the exclusion of the proposed reclassification of a portion of agricultural land at Upo and Talaong to industrial uses. Or option 2 is revision of the PLUC endorsed draft CLUP and CO zoning ordinance with the inclusion of the proposed additional industrial area as above mentioned and complying with the required public hearing and consultation as prescribed. That after scrutiny, resolution number 2016-136 entitled a resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan the approval of the amended comprehensive land use plan or CLUP and the ratification of the zoning ordinance 2011-2020 of the municipality of Maitom without conducting public consultation is non-compliant to existing DILG and HLRB guidelines. So for our recommendations, based on the foregoing findings, the committee recommends, number one, that the municipality of Maitom must comply with the comments and recommendations by the Provincial Land Use Committee as stated above, and now the herein recommendations are complied with in full. Hence, the herein subject resolution be returned to the originating local government unit for appropriate action. This we humbly submit, Mr. Chair.
Robert, any queries from the body? Yeah, board member Tobias.
We agree with the recommendation.
History whatsoever. Such a man who has known only science all his life, say unto you that there are no truer facts than the facts found in the Holy Scripture. President Rodrigo Roa Duterte declares the month of January of every year as National Bible Month, culminating the last week thereof as National Bible Week with proclamation number 124 dated January 5, 2017. The committee recommends for the approval of the draft resolution number 2017-9-11 supporting Senate Bill number 1270 authored by Senator Manuel Pacquiao declaring the last Monday of January and every year thereafter is hereby is hereby declared as a National Bible Act and proclaim the same as national holiday.
Okay, what's the pleasure from the body?
Signed by the Vice Chairman and the 3 members of the committee and the committee chair. Submitting for any clarification.
Yes, Board Member Basino.
I am a member of the committee. I just want to ask the indulgence of my chair. If we can further elaborate, what is the word Bible exclusive to the Christian Bible, or it includes the Muslim Bible, the Quran?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, proceed.
the Holy Bible to us, I have a Holy Quran myself, and the Old Testament actually is part of the Holy Quran. So that is generic. May I use the word generic? Is that acceptable? And so therefore, consistent with the provision of the Philippine Constitution, recognizing the Holy Bible actually is not actually specifying any sect or religious belief. And so with that, about the observation of the good gentleman from Malacca, well, it's already in a generic word, Mr. Honorable Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
In support also, I have come across an article. The Judaism and Christians and Muslims, they belong to the so-called the people of the Rick, meaning people of the scriptures. So these are the 3 peoples that actually in ancient time, they have been governed, their lives have been governed by the Holy Writs, and that is the Holy Bible. So it is not just part, but proper that the definition of the word Bible is not only confined to that of the Christian Bible, but including that of the Muslim Quran, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Board Member Tobias.
To attest the accommodation committee, as been asked the question, I agree with that. As a Muslim, you have also to read your Bible. So when you see Bible, is as mentioned by the chairman, right? In Arabic, you read the Quran. That that teacher moment. So it should be near to that.
Thank you, Honorable Tobias.
Yes,
for-
proceed.
I now move for the adoption of this committee report.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
Item 7, Committee Report number 2017-9-6. Draft Resolution number 2017-9-22, authored by Pulong Fredo Basino. Resolution declaring and recognizing the late Priscilla L. Chongyan, first governor of the province of Sarangani, as the mother of Sarangani. Committee on Legal Matters.
The chair recognizes Kirby also.
Thank you.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The measure presented for deliberation is to honor and providing due recognition the significant contributions of the late Priscilla Lupong Chongyan as mother of Sarangani. She became the first governor in 1992 for 3 consecutive years, 1992 to 2001. Historically, Sarangani was part of South Cotabato as the 3rd district of South Cotabato. The province was created by virtue of Republic Act number 7228 on March 16, 1992, otherwise known as an act creating the province of Sarangani and pinned by the late Congressman James A. Chumbian. The resolution is consistent with Section 17, Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution, provides that the state shall recognize, respect, and protect rights of indigenous cultural communities to preserve and develop their cultures, tradition, and institution. It shall consider their rights in formulation of national plans and policies. The local government code the local government unit shall ensure and support, among other things, the preservation, enrichment of culture, promotes healthy and safety, enhance the right of people to a balanced ecology, encourage, support, and development of appropriate and self-reliant scientific technology, and improve public morale, enhance, and other, etc. The measure was in a form of resolution. This is what we want to emphasize. The committee want to emphasize. The measure was in the form of resolution. Recommendation of the committee. The committee recommends that it would be more appropriate that the due recognition and honor to be given to Mami Prissy, declaring her the mother of Sarangani, shall be in the form of ordinance, or special order, rather than in a form of resolution. So I move for its adoption, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Yeah, board member Paras is recognized.
Pabayaan po akong gumamit ng sariling wika para hindi ko po maipaliwanag.
Yes, let's proceed.
Ang layunin ng isang author sa katauhan po ng kagalang-galang Pulong Fred F. Basino, IPM, kung saan ay sinasaad at gusto niyang ideklara at patunayan at ayunan ng nakararami dito sa kagalang-galang na silid ng ating pinapanday na mga batas. Sa kaalaman po ng lahat, maaaring ang mga kabataan na mayroon ngayon dito ay nagtatanong sino si the late former Governor President Grilla Lupong Chombian. Dahil po gusto ko lang isipin at maipaalam sa ilan nang ang Sarangani po ay maging isang probinsya under Republic Act 7228. Obligado magsimula ang kanyang gobyerno sa sulong ng isang maliit na kwarto ng probinsya ng Alabel nagsimula sapagkat sabi mo ng yumaong kagalang-galang na gobernadora, nakawala na tayo sa tanikala ng pang-aaragabyado ng South Cotabato. Sapagkat ako po ay 50 taon ng politiko at ako po ang unang security bodyguard ng yumaong Delayed Priscilla L. Chombian, na kumbaga nag-aarawan kami sa isang langis at isang upuan doon po sa Office of the Treasurer ng Alabel Sarangani Province.
Mr. Chair,
Bakit dapat siyang bigyan ng parangal at dapat siyang kilalanin? Sapagkat nang ibigay na po ang 11% sharing or 80% sharing ng Sarangani Province mula sa South Cotabato, hindi niya namin alam saan itatambak sapagkat walang lugar ang Sarangani Province sa panahon na ito ay ideklara isa ng probinsya.
Mr. Chairman, I am raising for point of order. I understand the feelings of the gentleman from Maasin, Mr. Chairman. So I would suggest, instead of we are not in the committee report, Mr. Chairman. So we will just give our observation. But I do believe that the gentleman from Maasin, he wants to more emphasis to yung kanyang sinasabi na yung pagkatao ni Mami Prissy. So I would suggest that instead of giving that very clear manifestation, he may render also a privileged speech, Mr. Chairman, so that we can proceed now to the adoption of this committee report.
Yes,
My point of order, Mr. Chairman, as we are now in the committee report, Mr.
Thank you
Chairman.
for the observation of the good gentleman from Maluma. And to make it short, what I would like to add on this resolution is, if ever this province can do, to establish a print, a book in the honor of the late Governor Priscilla L. Chorian.
yes, thank you, Board Member. What's the place of the recording committee chair?
If I remember right, he is recommending that a
Yeah.
book of leadership history be printed in honor of Mami Prissy. Well, that's good. Let the good gentleman from Asim spearhead about that, and surely the reporting committee chair will be very supportive about that plan in the future. So with this, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move for its adoption.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This will be the draft ordinance will be calendared next session, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
Thank you very much.
Item E, Committee Report number 2017-9-2. Draft Resolution number 2017 and-17 authored by Honorable Joseph M. Calana. A resolution honoring and commending the local government unit of Malumang Sarangani Province awarded by the National Nutrition Council for being a consistent, outstanding winner in nutrition program. Committee on Health.
Anybody would like to remain the members of the committee would render the committee report? Since no one is ready to render the committee report, are you? The committee report will be deferred in the next regular session. Yes, Board Member Calana. Okay, you will be the one to, okay, let's proceed. The chair will recognize Board Member Calana from Maluma will be the one to.
Is he present, Mr. Chairman, during the conduct of the committee meeting?
Yes. Let's proceed.
No, I'm
Yeah.
asking Mr. Chairman because in the conduct of the committee meeting, he has no signature affixed to the one.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
in response to the comment of the good gentleman from the municipality of Manila. There's no such prohibition in the internal rules of procedure in rendering a report. The one being stipulated in our IRP rather, that any member could make dissenting vote or dissenting opinion in writing, but as to the rendering report, as long as such member of the committee amenable to the report, he or she also.
Yes, Board Member Gili.
I
am asked that question, Mr. Chairman, because maybe some members of the committee who was present during the meeting, and that was the product of their meeting, Mr. Chairman. So, is it true, Mr. Chairman, that the manifestation of the gentleman also from Malungan that there is no prohibition in rendering the report from any member of the committee report, but okay lang ba doon sa mga members ng committee na present during that time?
So are those members of the committee?
Can I make a follow-up, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please proceed.
The submission of that report actually is simply reading the content of the report. And any comment or observation will be raised, rather any deliberation or interpellation will be deliberated and discussed actually during the period of second reading. So any member could not speak against or comment with that committee report without their dissenting vote or opinion. And again, I would like to reiterate that there's no such prohibition in our IRP. So it is to the mind of some representation that the interpretation of goods, anybody, even during the conduct of the committee hearing, such member was absent, can render a report, since it's just a report of the committee, not by a single member of the committee.
Yes, for the
I think
yes.
gentleman from Malungan is on this answer of the query is on the right track, because any member of the committee to render his support in our IRP. So as a member also of this cabinet, I agree that the gentleman from Malungan could proceed with this committee report being represented.
What's the place of the body? Yeah, Board Member Gili.
Anyway, if the members who was present during the conduct of the meeting is amenable to that, then there's no problem, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Please proceed, Board Member Talano. Mr. Chair. Yeah, Board Member Drew Balsote, please.
Consistent with the desire from this august body to act immediately on all measures submitted for deliberation. I suppose that no one, even a single signatories of the committee report who are present today, who does not want that this committee report in full bloom duly recognized in today's decision. So that's correct. And so, I, for one, although I tried I do move for the lay down on the table, on the back of my mind is to give due respect to the committee chair. But on the basis of doing or acting right away, Mr. Chair, I favor that this matter will be read and that this will be given preferential action, especially in the next regular session.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, to the Chair of the Committee on Rules. May I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please proceed.
For in behalf of the Chair and the members of the Committee on Health, Nutrition, and Sanitation, this humble presentation would like to submit this committee report of the Committee on Health. The findings, the National Nutrition Council or the ANC is the authority in ensuring the nutritional recognized locally, globally, and led by a team of competent and committed public servants. Number 2 findings. The National Nutrition Council will its mission to orchestrate efforts of government, private sector, international organizations, and other stakeholders at all levels in addressing hunger and malnutrition of Filipinos. 3. Local government of Manungan has initiated various nutrition projects in which they receive an award given by the National Nutrition Council national level as the Green Banner Award consisted for 2 years, 2012, 2013, and 2013 to 2014, and the Regional Outstanding Winner in Nutrition Brown Award consisted for 2 years in 2015 and 2016. Number 4, the committee commends the effort of the local government of Malungon for their contribution and excellent performance in improving the nutrition situation in the areas that significantly contributes to the province-wide good health status. As such, this recognition is necessary to help inspire other local government units of the valley to emulate the value and commitment to serve. The recommendation, after the review of the matter, the committee recommends for the adoption of this committee report and further endorsed on the second reading in the plenary of the next session. Again, on behalf of the Committee on Health and Sanitation, this about representation is submitting for this committee report for any comments and observations.
Okay, any further queries from the floor? Let's proceed.
So, hearing the comments and observations, this number of citizens voting to motion for the adoption of this committee report.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Next item, please.
Unfinished business, items for second reading. 1. Draft resolution number 2017-9-27. Resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Steve Chong Sunod through the Provincial General Services Office to purchase 15 pieces of caliber 45 standard 1911 for the civil security unit Provincial Security Group. Funds to be taken from the 2014 annual budget subject to all applicable laws and all rules and regulations and procedures. Committee on Appropriation.
The chair recognizes the Honorable Gary Nichols to discuss this matter. Yes, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There were inquiries, questions raised before this matter was laid on the table. And on behalf of the committee chair on appropriation, I would like to shed light on those inquiries with respect to the requirements needed so that this project will be realized. I'd like to invite everyone on the implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act number 10591. This is the implementing rules and regulation, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulations Act. These are the following requirements for this August body's information. On Section 16, paragraph 13-2, firearms procurement by local government unit. A, letter request of the indentor addressed to the Chief PNP, letter of intent by purchasing LGU addressed to the Chief PNP. C, inventory of firearms and certified by authorized banded firearm custodian, list of regular plantilla position authorized to use the firearms, E. Authenticated photocopy of indent license to deal, F. Purchase order authenticated, and G, where we comes in, Honorable Chair, board resolution from the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for such purpose. And we have also its I and G, which is debt of absolute donation as the case may be, original and user's certificate and certificate of availability of funds for approved budget contract EBC. And so the fact that other requirements are in and are limited to the action of those officers to sign, board resolution is very important, Honorable Chair, to be passed before they will act on the respective responsibility in securing some of the requirements. So, knowing that the budget had been there, and etc., and certified that we truly need those firearms, therefore, Honorable Chair, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Steve Chungdian Sumon through the Provincial General Services Office to purchase 15 pieces of caliber 45 standard 1911 for the Civil Security Unit of the Provincial Security Group. Funds to be taken from the 2014, I repeat, funds to be taken from the 2014 annual budget capital outlay PSG, open close parenthesis, subject to all applicable laws and auditing rules and regulation procedures. If no questions to be asked, I so move, Mr. Chair. Or its approval.
Any further queries? Yes, proceed. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Yes,
Marami pong salamat.
Item 2, draft resolution number 2017-9-28. Resolution endorsing the Honorable Rogelio D. Pacquiao, Congressman, Lone District of Sarangani. Resolution number 12-2016-88 of the Municipality of Alabel, requesting for an increase of its annual subsidy to support the operation and governance of the Barangay Local Government of Lado, Alabel, Sarangani Province. Committee on Appropriation.
yes, the chair recognizes Honorable Candidate to discuss this funding.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pakitingin na lang po ninyo yung resolution doon. Naghahanap ako ng tagalagan dito, pero wala. I move for its approval, Mr. Chair.
Second.
In objection, hearing none, the motion is approved. Yes, next item please.
Next item, second reading, is the resolution granting the monthly honorarium of the new regional director in the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Region 12, Director Tulio Cesario Castro, in the amount of 10,000 pesos covering the period from January 2017 to December 2017, chargeable against the Provincial Governor's Office.
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before moving for this resolution for its approval, I would like to give observation also, or response to the observation of the two gentlemen from Alabel and Malapatan, that it has been observed that every time that new chief of office of the national government enters in, if somebody goes out, resolution be drafted, passed, approved, so on and so forth. They are right. Honorable Chair, they are right. However, much of all the observations why the accounting department insists on accepting the old procedures, because to me there was no resolution from this chamber depicting those observations made long before. And so therefore, for me, I'd like that a brave gentleman from this chamber would pass a resolution that your desire, our desire, that there's no need for us to pass a resolution by virtue of that resolution. In the absence of that, therefore, the accounting procedure, the accounting department will insist, because there was no measure passed, that such observation you wanted be adopted in a form of a resolution. Okay. So, baka meron ba kayo itadagdag? Bigyan mo kayo ng palugi.
Yes, please proceed. More than Baldasote.
Lana? I move for the granting of
Objection. It has been moved and seconded. The same is hereby approved. Next item, please.
Third and final reading. 1. Draft Ordinance Number 2016-9-31, authored by Honorable Silvio Janos Peguya. An ordinance declaring every second week of August in every year thereafter as persons with disabilities in the province of Sarangani and appropriating funds thereof.
Who are in favor, please, for this draft ordinance, please raise your right hand. Who are not? Okay. Who are not in favor?
8 members in favor.
Since the vote made unanimous and said the ordinance is hereby approved. Next item, please.
Next is draft ordinance number 2017-9-41, authored by Honorable Silvio Janos Peguya. An ordinance declaring every third week of October of every
Who are in favor of this draft ordinance number 2017-9-41? Please raise your right hand.
8 members are in favor.
Since the vote is unanimous and said ordinance is hereby approved.
Next is draft ordinance number 2017-9-44, authored by Honorable Silvio Janos Peguya. Provincial ordinance establishing the Persons with Disability Affairs Office in Sarangani Province and appropriating funds thereof.
Okay, who are in favor of this draft ordinance? Please raise your right hand. Who are not in favor? Since the vote is unanimous, the ordinance is hereby approved. Next item, please.
Unassigned new business.
Yes, board member Gavin. Nagios is recognized. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A while ago, we are discussing the declaration of November 20th to every year, a special non-working holiday in commemoration with the founding anniversary of the province. But I have another measure to be passed this morning, Mr. Chairman, if everybody is amenable. That the province of Sarangani was declared through Republic Act 722 on March 16, 1992. And it is high time time to recognize for its 25 years, Mr. Chairman, on March 16. So in this juncture, Mr. Chairman, we will pass this resolution in recognition of the 25th year of our province in Sarangani, Mr. Chairman, through joint sponsorship, Mr. Chairman. Where everybody is coming along.
Okay, consultation from the body. Okay, any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Yes, board member Alana, recognize.
This is in relation to the response of the good gentleman from the municipality of Alabama with regards to the granting of, correct me if I'm not on the right, the different line agencies working in this province of Sarangani. And for that, Mr. Chair, this is the good gentleman from the municipality of Alabama trying to challenge any member of this also. And for that, of course, the members of this next secretary will never propose any legislative measures without any basis. For that reason,